Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. This is Dr. Smoak, and we are back for another great session here at the Suitland High School. So, we thought it was important that we started today by going into Suitland High School's VPA vocal program. Again, scholars, this might be something that you have an interest in, and if you do, this is a great place to learn how to grow and expand your skills in this area. So, there's something really important we need to talk about today. But before we do that, we want to go into the commercial real quick. So, again, parents, we want to stress to you the other importance of knowing that progress reports is coming up. I believe it's about March 3rd to March 5th where that window opens up. So it's important that we all lock in and get seriously focused, because the third quarter by far might be the most important quarter of the four, because we're going through the developing phase, right? And now we're going to address the pruning process. So it's important that we're monitoring the grades. Parents and scholars, make sure you have access to School Max. Please make sure that you're checking and monitoring what's going on, so that way each of us can play a part in ensuring that each young person is doing exactly what they need to do to move forward. So, there's one more commercial we need to make, and we need to give a special shout out to Mrs. Prince. Now listen, she's a very special lady. We want to say happy birthday to her, and I just want to humbly say thank you, because young people, listen to me. No one makes it in this world on their own. Everybody needs somebody. It was Mrs. Prince who gave, back then, Mr. Smoak, who's now Dr. Smoak, a shot. She's the one that said he at least deserves to have an interview. Everywhere I went, I could not get an interview. It was just no, door slammed in my face, wasn't being given a shot. But it was Mrs. Prince who stood in the gap and said he at least deserves an opportunity to show what he knows. And boom, look at me now. Now I'm Dr. Smoak, on my way up. So again, happy birthday to you. Hope you are enjoying the day. So, scholars, it's important that we talk about the pruning process. This is very important. The pruning process is pivotal for the third quarter as you're completing and submitting your assignments. Okay? So the pruning process is a practice where you are selective in cutting dead buds or branches or anything that can pull the plant down. So, what is it that you need to cut? It could be you have a habit of submitting assignments late. This is third quarter. How long are you going to continue to submit your assignments late? You need to cut it. It might be you don't get to class on time. We've been doing this since March 13th. By now, you have your schedule. You know when class is supposed to be. You need to be there on time, locked in. If you're still getting to class late, you need to cut it. It might be you're making excuses. How long are you going to blame Prince George's County for your mistakes? How long are you going to blame everybody else for what you are failing to do? Again, from the beginning of the year, I told you, at this point, you should be reading 25 minutes on your own. Why? So you train your mind. If you're not reading, that's probably why you're struggling, because you're mentally out of shape. So I need you to cut it. Let's get back in shape. Let's get back in our habits, and let's face the pruning process. It's very important. Now, this is not going to be a popular session. Many people are going to say, Dr. Smoak, I don't want to hear that, and that's okay. You will never be successful in anything you want to do in life until you're willing to face the pruning process and accept the fact that something about me I have to cut. Something about me I have to change or do differently so I can get to what it is that I want. No one is going to give you anything. You got to work for it. And the pruning process is key to the third quarter. So again, scholars, we want to tell you we love you. You already know that. Make sure that you are applying Admin Procedure 5121-3, but you have to submit your assignments on time. Again, this is Dr. Smoak, and we believe in you. Goodbye.